Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna look at this Art Spectrum Mixed Media Pastel uh, paper. I've been wanting, you don't know, I bought it a few months ago. Um, so yeah, I actually did something to my phone so the orientation. I think I'm seeing everything backwards, but I think for you guys it's okay. So I guess that's good, right? Um, So if somebody is there, let me know if it is okay. The orientation, I think it's okay because I put horizontal instead of vertical. I also wanted to show you guys a few months ago. I actually on that Blick. I remember I did back in March. I did that back-to-back orders. Well, on the first order, I had secured this beautiful. It was on clearance Blick. I was actually gonna put pencils. It's actually for soft pastels. I might still put some pencils in here. I'm not sure, but it is a 3 drawer for pastel, soft pastels. I don't have that many, but I thought this was good. It was on clearance, you guys, and it sits very well, and you could stack them. I wish I would have bought another one. I didn't really think. I thought it was like smaller, like half, and then vertical, like kind of like this. But no, it's actually quite nice. It is bigger than this. This is a 9 by 12, so it's probably like 14 inches, and then length, length, the width is 14, probably 14, 15 inches. I think I just threw the box and it had the dimensions, and then probably like I would say maybe 5.5 the length. So it's quite well. The only thing I don't like is that little drawers. Like they kind of like you have to keep it in a steady, otherwise it like. But yeah, it's a really nice addition. Like I said, I wish I would have bought another one. It was $16, but I think somehow I got it for 13. I remember that clearly. Um, Maybe I had a discount or something. Oh yeah, I did. That it was like a $5 coupon that they gave me for something. But yeah, it's. I wish, like I said, I wish I would have bought another one. But I think Median has a similar one, so I'm hoping it's the same size so I could like stack them. But yeah, this is a. I'm excited to put in my soft pastels. It has this little thing and it comes off as well. Yesterday, when I got it out of the box, that it was almost. I left it in the box on purpose, so so that it would how do I say it? Because it was almost. I left it in the box so I could move when I was found out I was gonna move. But anyway, we're gonna use a mix. This is a mixed media. Now I got some information for you. I did buy only three because I wanted to try it. And this is Art Spectrum mixed media, all media pastel paper, 140 pound, and it has a light grit to it. It's sanded. Blake sells them. I think like 10 10 different colors. I only got that one and these beautiful ones to try. I got them like around $2. They were on sale when I got them. And if I think I'm gonna like them. It says on the Blick that you can use them through all the media, including um, yeah, including I was surprised. I don't think I'm gonna try oil. I'll try oil sticks, but not not oil paint. So it's paper, but it takes all media. Like I said, oil paint, not really, but I do, because Sennelier, card, and all those, they're expensive. Your as well. Um, so I thought this was, and also Clairefontaine, and also it says that it's light fast, you guys. So that's important. So that's why I'm gonna use my Sennelier soft pastels that are light fast. These are the iridescent, and I'm gonna use some. We are gonna do a little bit of wet media. We are gonna use some of these Derwent Inktense and some of the Neo Color Choose to do a little bit of the background. Now, if you look at my thumbnail, My thumbnail does have a picture to it, and you could see the shadows. You can't see it on here, but I actually lightly with the white thing, I lightly coated it. But I do have a new color one. I have about 31 of these, 30 plus one that I bought at Blick too. I could try it. These Neo Color ones are water resistant, so I am going to, um, because I'm gonna use wet media around. So I'm going to, oh, and I have it backwards actually. I'm not gonna tape it down or anything. It's kind of thick. It's 140 pounds, and it's already bordered, but you could do that. This is the first time I have been wanting to try this paper. You guys can follow along if you, those of you that are, most of you that are probably in the replay. So don't try to be exact. I mean, it is water resist, but you can always fix it with gouache. But I actually wanted to use gouache, but I didn't. I know. These are kind of like the little wrinkles, should I say? This this is a photo I took from. These are grapefruits actually. Um, and then um, these the bottom are shadows actually. So I am gonna do a still life sort of my version, I guess. Um, Something like that, and then yeah. So I just needed to kind of resist to the wet media that we're about to put on the background. So now you could see it, right? This is how you sketch a still life. You're gonna be like, what? Yeah. This is the bare bones because people have been wanting to know, and I haven't done still life in a while, but I do like it on pastel because it's very forgiving. Although I'm gonna, um, gonna add a couple of wrinkles so it doesn't look kind of weird. These wrinkles are not real, this ones. I'm just adding them up because, I want them to look a little bit real. Now, it it is sitting on this countertop that I took the picture. So, yeah. Also, just to remind you, these can can melt, and I'll probably do that when I find my. They can melt. You can melt them to become permanent with an acrylic, uh, not varnish, but what do you call it? An acrylic. I'll probably do will varnish this actually with an acrylic medium. Should I say? They will become soluble. But I'm gonna leave that at the end because they're iridescent. So since our countertop is this color, this is why those little lines. I'm just gonna do with my Neo Color 2s. We're just gonna do the background first, and that's why I got this. Watch this, okay? Lord, I had fixed this. I don't know why this water bottle is not. It's not cooperating. I had to fix it. I don't know what's wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I had already. I don't know. And I can't see any comments, you guys. So if you make comments, I'll catch them later because I can't see anything. Is the orientation okay? Because I'm seeing it backwards, so that means for you guys are seeing it. Yeah. I don't know why this water bottle. I had fixed it. I don't know why is it. Oh, there it is. Watch this. Oh, let me get a paper towel just in case. Sorry starting less. And I'm still doing lives, which I think for me kind of works out right now. I am fixing my room finally. I did a lot. I'm so excited. That's why I found, and I've been wanting to do this. I was like, oh my god. So we're just gonna see how it's water resist. You're like, what? Yeah, nail color wands are water resist. So they will resist, as you will see. I just need to dampen. It will resist. I don't want it all like and I do have my water brush from that I used the other day. Handy dandy, and it's so nice. It's nice and soft. Plus, So we're going to do the background. So these are grapefruits. They're not oranges. And I should have made them bigger, huh? Yeah, I should have made them bigger. Well, this one I want to make it bigger, like that. Yeah, and this one too, just because they're grapefruits. They're from my area. Yeah, bigger. There we go. There. It looks like Mickey Mousey, but trust me, it's actually quite nice. You're like, what? Okay, yeah, because once you get the soft pastels on here, it's gonna be quite nice. Let's see, and like, forgive me, I have not done any still life in a while. So I'm gonna lay down maybe some. Let's see, this countertop is kind of like maybe like a little pinkish. See how it's coming down? Because we already wet our surface. So yeah. See, look, it's resisting. It's literally resisting. So this is really cool, huh? If you want, see, you just did a, I just did a big chunk of nail color, which is good for me. I want to use them. I want to use them more. So I thought, I was like, oh, I could, because I was like, oh, my watercolors are all over the place. I'm still setting up my stuff. So I was like, oh, and I got these out yesterday, all my stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like, I could use these. I'm like, yay. Oops, see, I shouldn't have been too harsh on it. So, and it will, like I said, it will. So I wanted, see, oh, look at that. I love it. I'm using. I'm so happy. I'm kind of happy. I use a pretty good chunk. That is really, really good. So have not I've have not been able to use these. Good. They do wear down. I'm happy about that. And then we're gonna use like I like lemon, but we're gonna use lemon. So I'm probably gonna use something different. Maybe like a lavender or something. I want something soft. This is mm, periwinkle blue. Yeah, this will work. Just to give it a little bit of a contrast to our pink. Oops. I'm like crayon all over. These are so fun. Wow. And then I'm not done. I'll add more water so it could actually become like water soluble. Oops, see, I keep doing that. Probably because I'm forgetting that this is an actual crayon. So yeah, these Neo Color tubes are great because you could crayon them on, and they're similar to soft pastels. These are water soluble, but as you can see, they're the only difference between this one and the ones that I didn't do, it's just the water solubility. But the other ones you can use them as wax actually. I've been wanting to do that too. So maybe in this channel, we're gonna start doing all kinds of experiments. nice and neat. Are we loving it? Okay, we're gonna go back to that and make it all water soluble. Should I do it now? Nah, let me do it now. Well, this thing, yeah, let me do it now. So, just gonna grab our handy dandy brush and we're just gonna make it water soluble. Because right now it has the resist for this, which is great. It's not allowing it to go through. So, this is why I did this first. I was like, why did I do that first? This is why. And I'm gonna take this off for now because feel like I need the countertop on its own. There we go. So I wanted to have this soft kind of textury to it. I didn't want it to have like, yeah. Because then I might put on the background. I'm probably gonna put a similar color to these. I may or may not, but I'm probably am. I don't know. But yeah, so how are you guys doing on this Wednesday? I feel pretty good. I feel like this month is it's gonna be my only month that is actually summer vacay. I feel like it's going by fast. Like it's literally like, cause maybe because like I was waiting on a move and I finally moved and everything else, and now I'm settling in. So it's actually kind of mild summer around here. I'm happy about that. I don't like the 100. I don't like the 100 temperature weather. Well, not in this area that I'm at now, thankfully. But yeah, a lot of good things are happening in my personal life, which I'm very happy about. Finally, things. Sometimes we don't get what we want, but we get what we need, and then some. And then life surprises you. You're like, oh my god, I never thought about that. And I'm like, that's why I always, I don't expect anything. Yeah, that is the reason. I'm really liking this, you guys. I hope if you're following along or that these sheets are really good and they were really pricey, but I saw to get the information for you. I saw at Blick right now to get the information. I was like, because I'm not just gonna go in my live and not tell my audience. A lot of you guys are beginners, so I know some of you have been following my journey, but um, yeah, I like to get into stuff. Soft pastels, nobody taught me either. Well, sort of. I kind of when I had beginner drawing, we did charcoal. So charcoal is very similar to soft pastels. So that's kind of why I kind of taught myself soft pastels because of charcoal. Um, and I just it was something, but not all soft pastels are made equal. So I do have a Mongyo that are a very small set that they're handmade, they're hand rolled, they're really good. I have that Sennelier that I was wanting to try. I have a Sennelier like beginner. My favorite, which is this is the effect I was going for anyway. One of my favorite is actually the German brand, but I bought it on sale at Jackson Art like a few 3 years ago, and I only seen it once at that same price, and that's usually around Christmas. But they're so soft and they're so good that they rarely wear off. Forgot that German brand, but it's really popular. and they're really soft. When I say they're soft, they're soft. Now the Sennelier are soft and crumbly, so um, if they, I have full sticks from Sennelier, but you can definitely buy them half sticks. A lot of people do because they're more affordable. Because Sennelier, the soft pastels are like us. All their most other stuff is like us. It's rare when something is not like us. So yeah, look how pretty. This is why I wanted to do the background. Ooh, the background first. Isn't it this giving you like summer vibes? Like, right? It's like it's so cool. And guys, yeah, look at, I don't have anything and I'm not taping it down. And yeah, it's not buckling. So if I was to, if I would have taped it down, it probably would have stayed flat. I'm just gonna take, because it's bothering me, this little, just clear it off. Or some people actually, they'll go back and they'll paint it white. I don't wanna, I'm not gonna do all that, but yeah. See, it covered. That's why I wanted that light color, because I knew I was gonna. And I didn't want to use this color. This is kind of like. I mean, I could still can. I might actually. I might do that in soft pastels. Just add a little bit of the black. So since we're live, I can't let it dry. So we're just gonna go in. So I am going to use this Derwent sun yellow, um, because it's permanent. Once I laid it down, it's gonna be permanent. You know what? Yeah, I am gonna do that. So I could, yeah, I am good. Or should I just do the? Hmm, I should have done this first. Oopsie. So I could see some of my water visibility. You know what? I am gonna do that now. No, I'm gonna get this done, because once this dries, it is permanent. I should have done it with the Derwent Intense. That's what I like before. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't worry, this is gonna get covered by the soft pastels as soon as I'm done with the wet media. I just needed to. I know this also Derwent Intense. Once you once they become water soluble, that's it. They dry and they're permanent. You will not be able to go back and um, that's why I'm gonna lay that down now. Mm, this the shadows. So it'll become the shadows. I'm not gonna fill it in with this, because the shadows is actually I'm gonna lay it down with a different Derwent I have in here. These are like the ones I started with, and that's why I never reach for my full set, but I am gonna start doing that. Um, so what I said right now, it looks kind of. This is what happens in a painting. Well, I am painting. I'm just painting with mixed media. Like I say, oils. This is how you would start it. Um, Sometimes in oils, we do the background first, and we try to let it semi dry, because it's not gonna fully dry. Um, Trust me, you're like, how's she gonna cover it? I am gonna cover it. Because once those soft pastels, they're really soft. And then I'm gonna water soluble this, but we're still gonna layer, with the other ones. I just wanted this one because it becomes permanent, and I need it to dry and become permanent. Is what I was trying to say. We're still gonna see our sketches because I did the water resist until we get to the pastels. Then we're not. Once we get to that, once I start laying that soft pastel, that's it. We're not gonna see. You're not gonna see what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm trying to say. This it's in the Derwent Intense. It's a sun yellow 0200. I think they changed some of their stuff. I have a few of those. I don't really like them. So this is just the bare bones. I'm not gonna see. And when you have a puddle like that, it's okay because like I said, this is just I'm not finished, nowhere near finished. This is just the bare bones because I want this intense to dry because once it dries, like I said, it is permanent. And I need it to become permanent to start layering other wet media because then it's not gonna come off. And our water resist is still, the lines are still in here. You just can't see them that well anymore because this intense thing, it's okay. Okay, now this is just getting on my nerves. There we go. That puddle, it's getting on my nerves. So I picked it up. That's the only good thing about water solubility, the media, that and why do you say why didn't you do the intense? Because it takes me a while and I don't want it to become a while. It'll probably because it's and I do have blocks, so I could have done. Oh yeah, you could do blocks as well. Welcome to live. Remember to guard your privacy. Abide by the community. Okay, I don't know what they're trying to say. Um, but anyway, most of you guys, like I said, I'm gonna watch this on the replay. So these are not lemons, not oranges. They're grapefruits that I found in our back in our side yard. They're actually our neighbors, and they're huge. And when I was living around this area in the next town over, they're all over. A lot of these trees have these grapefruits. So when I saw them, I was like, and they're like tangy. I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, and I took a picture. And I'm like, this will be a great still life. I have, like I said, I have not done still life in a long time. I don't like to do still life. It's, it's you have to have a lot of technique to do still life. Otherwise, because it's realistic, whatever you're seeing. In my case, I have a picture, but normally still life is you're looking at the object, and I can still see where I sketch or ooh, you see that? Once the okay, I need to let it dry just a little bit because once it's dry, then it's not gonna mess with it anymore. Like I said, it's permanent. Once it dries, it's permanent, and that would allow me to start layering. Okay, well, when that happens, I guess I'll play around with the shadows. Um, with the shadow, which is I will use. Um, I think I have a gray in here. Yep, it's called Outliner. It's kind of like a weird. Oh, India ink. I do have. Let me see. I have two. I have an outliner and an India ink, which are not the same. Yeah. So this is the outliner, and let's India ink. So they're kind of the same. I think I like the India ink better. Or maybe I could do I could do like a little, I think I feel like a little brown. Earth, baked earth. And I have a bark. Bark. So bark is kind of like the other color. Baked earth. I think I like baked earth better. So we're just gonna do baked earth. That's their shadows. And I picked this one because shadows are normally super light. It's just a shadow. Technically it's supposed to be gray, but I don't have gray. Maybe I have it in the soft pastels. But I'm gonna fill it in so that I know that's a shadow. And it becomes permanent once I put the water solubility in it. That way I won't forget. When you're doing still life, yeah, the shadows are important. Because that's what makes it realistic. When you put something down, you'll see the shadow, like here. That's what makes it realistic. That, to me at first I was like, I don't like doing that, but then I literally saw and I was like, oh, it does make a difference, a big difference. So usually what I do when the shadows were very pronounced, that's why I'm putting them in as I am. But usually what I do when I have wet media, I just, whatever watercolor I lay down or whatever, I just kind of make it more flowy and let it kind of like drip down. Because to me, that a shadow is supposed to be more natural versus I have to, you know, this created in this shape because of the shape of our grapefruit. But yeah, is anybody out there? Leave a comment. Nope. Oh, we already been 33 minutes. Wow, time flies when you're having fun, huh? And these little things right here, the water creates that. The puddles, people like to pick them up and they like to have, but I actually like them. They makes me feel like granulating, you know. So nice. I really like the way this background came about. Mm. If it makes you happy, it can be like that, right? Mm-hmm. Shadow. See how the shadows are like super powerful? When I'm done with it, I'll let you see it, even though we're not done. We're nowhere near done. It's probably another 20 minutes. That's why I don't like doing still lifes, because even if it's something simple like this, in order to make it realistic, you have to put in the work. And beginner painting, still life takes days, and a lot of times weeks. For some people, it takes months. I'm not those people because I don't really like doing still life. I don't like doing people either. It's just not my thing. Yeah, I could work on it if I really want to, but I don't want to. So I like doing like this. I could pass and see how this became kind of like fuzzy. See, some of the stuff is still wet. It's still wet. Some of this is still wet. Um, this is kind of what I like about watercolor and water-based media. This and this, what creates. I am loving it. Okay, and just have a paper towel handy, or I still cannot find my red, so I don't know what happened to it. So I'm gonna get some of this and put it in here to make it drippy. Like I said, I'm doing this still life. Realistically, I would let them drip, but because they were so pronounced on the picture, then I have to kind of put them in the way that the picture kind of took it. But yeah, so I'm glad I'm using a water brush because it helps you. So now I get to put this line in back in. So good thing about water soluble mirror that you could even soft pastels, if you don't melt the soft pastels with the acrylic base that I tell you can still move it around and fix it. And let's say you didn't like it, right? You can go back because this paper is made to layer. Go back and just add wash to it, white wash. And then let's say you were almost done and you're like, oh, I don't like this anymore, blah blah blah. Well, then go back. If you only put no permanent, and this is where you have your also the Dr. PH Martins or the acrylic bases, the the acrylic ink, then drip all over it, and then it will become like a true mixed media. But I do like it. See how far it's nice, right? So far so good. And these are the little shadows. Like I said, I don't like shadows, but um, let me see. This one I think it needs a little shadow. So I'm just gonna blend it out like that. And that's a little bit more shadowy. See? To me a shadow is supposed to be like that, more drippy. But this is already dry and it's become permanent. You can once the Derwent Intense is dry, you can't move it anymore. Watch. This one is still drying. This one is still drying. Look it. But on here, see, can't move it anymore. It's dry. That's why now you know why if you don't own any, that's why we love the Derwent Intense. Because it's a pencil. I love the pencils more than the blocks. The blocks I forgot I could have used them, but I like this and I like using manual colors too. So, that way, in case I layer whatever, it's layerable versus permanent. Um, that's why we like these because they're so. I started collecting. I actually got introduced to them to Art Snacks, which now it doesn't exist anymore. I'm so sad about that. But hey, some art places like if Joanne folded, what makes it think that other places won't? But that's how I got my first set of like I think they were like 12 or something, and then I bought some more um, open stock, and yeah, that's how I got introduced to them. Art boxes. Oh, I was gonna tell you. I checked Paletful packs, and guys, since I'm just gonna talk a little bit, so it gives us a little bit of drying time. Um, since our snacks was their biggest competitor, they they have now their boxes are a little bit pricey now, like compared to when I bought them number of years ago. Um, but they're yeah they're how do I say it? They're I would get some of those boxes. I plan to get at least three of them that I saw that there was like interesting. One of them I've been wanting for a while and for a long time they took it off and now they brought back. So I would say like uh buy the ones that have the most that interest you, the most art items and a few quality ones. That's what I would tell you. Okay, now we're gonna start layering for a second. So I'm gonna use the Neo Pastels too. This is lemon and then also yellow because it's more like the grapefruit was more of a this color, but I'm gonna use this in not in all places, in some places. So let's make this more lemony. And this color is already did and give it some definition, more definition. I don't know how it's looking up there, but for me, I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's still not looking like, you know, like the way it's supposed to, I guess. But and some people will go back. Like I can actually go back and use my Derwent pencils, or they use other, but I'm not gonna do that because I think this will be enough. I just need to start giving it more definition, more this, more of that. And I am gonna do that. And you can see this one. I should have I should have got another resist. Um, so and then I'm just gonna go all around and give it more definition. More. I bet you guys didn't think, huh, that I could do this. Probably were thinking she is she just does all these crazy stuff, blah blah blah. I do believe in my original picture this casts a shadow from this side. So I'm gonna start to make this a bit darker. And then I think it was on this side and then some of this stuff as well. And then on here it was only on this side. I can't see my picture because you guys are I'm using my phone, but I think it was something like that. It wasn't all. And then, ooh, look at that. I put it back and I forgot that the surface is wet. Oopsie. See? Yeah. They melt like butter, I'll tell you that. I had a problem with these a while ago and I never used them for that reason. They were like turning me off. But I'll tell you that. And see, it's not buckling. I don't have it taped down, and it's now just doing this effect because it's drying. But like I said, it's okay. Um, it will fix itself, you know. I have like glassine things, and I will. I'm probably just gonna melt the whole thing. Um, not today, but at some point. Okay, so now we're going to go back in and start kind of everything that I did that you saw me do with the crayon. And you see how it's already getting more definition than what we had before? And wait until the soft pastels. Ooh, that's gonna be so nice. If it makes you happy, and you can put more if you like. I'm not going to because um, I'm gonna put soft pastel. And this is a soft pastel, although I haven't demonstrated that yet. And you don't have to use wet media. I'm using it because, well, because I like it, but you don't have to. I am gonna put pastels on the shadows as well. I just kind of needed to find out how. Woo, all of that just for three little, um, how do I say it? Three little things. Okay, so we're done with the Caran d'Ache part. I'm going to grab the yellow. Maybe I need an orange, right? Burnt orange. Oops. And it does. I didn't know that the I didn't know the Caran d'Ache does. They look at, they do, they're like become painterly. So maybe I need a, yeah, it's not gonna show. So I need something different. Oh, some yellow. I think I need something like this. Mm, and then this one, and then this one, and then the little wrinkles, and then the little wrinkles, and then the little wrinkles. You're like, what wrinkles? It does have wrinkles. It's like it has little ripples. Basic. I'm adding more ripples than what I saw. Okay, because I needed to stay there, basically. So now I'm gonna like water soluble. So because I needed to show, basically, is what I'm trying to say, so that I know where to lay down the soft pastels. That's why. On this one, I added more. I didn't have this many, but I added more on purpose. So it'll kind of give it some sort of definition. Okay, I like this burnt. This is one of my favorites, actually. Burnt orange. Now we can see it. I should have added that in the shadow instead of this color. I like that burnt orange. Maybe I'm. No. Okay, well, it's time for the main event of the night. Ooh, 50 minutes. And you're like, and this girl's still not even done. No, I'm not. That's why it's a still life. Okay, so I'm gonna use cause these are the only ones I have a holder right now. The 24 soft pastels. Um, ooh, so this is, these are the colors. So we're just gonna use similar to these. And they're iridescent as well. Like I said, these are the only ones that I have available to me at the moment. So we're gonna make it pop, pop, pop. And this one. So okay. Oh. Like, what is this girl doing? I'm gonna use my finger for this one because there's no way around that. I only have a couple of pastel pencils and I don't know where they're at. So I'm gonna have to use my finger. But that's okay. Oops. Oh yeah, you see how it has, yeah, it's like coming on there like butter. I am so happy about this. So now I'm going to, with the darker one, I'm gonna make the lines. So we're gonna give it far more definition now than before. Okay. And, ooh, yeah, soft pastels are messy, you guys. Ooh, here we are. It's still a little bit wet, because it should be more powdery, but it's still a little bit wet. Mm. Okay, and we're gonna give it a whirl. Now, if you don't want to use your finger, you can use like a little thumb thing. Soft pastels is very similar to oil pastel. The only difference is that these are powdery. See? So if you have asthma or something, you need to be close to a window. I'm in the kitchen, so it's fine. But if I was upstairs, I'd be by the window. And these soft pastels do become permanent. Like, I mean, if you, when they're dry, they move. But if, like, my surface was a little bit wet, I think I'm gonna melt them anyway. Not today, but I am gonna melt them at some point. Still not happy with these. What do you guys think? And I'm gonna, so on here, we're gonna do like a, I think this one. I do have, oh, I do have, never mind. Let me see. Yeah, no. I do have a charcoal, like a grayish. And that's what we're gonna use. Seasonalia, you could easily peel off. So that's what I'm gonna do. Peel off some of this. These are not half stick, these are full stick. So that's why I grabbed them last, when I did in the fall during Christmas. Because these are expensive here in the US. Their full sticks, half sticks would be like that. These, I forgot to tell you guys. These are full sticks, all of them. All 24 full sticks. There's another lady that does soft pastels here in the US, and she's very Townsend, something like that, the last name. She's very expensive. So when these were, I got them for I think $60. I was like, hell yeah. They were the best thing, because I knew that as soon as I would, because these are iridescent. I think not all of them. Not all of them are iridescent, but because this ones you don't see the iridescent on them. I'm really glad I did this background now. This color. I hate the shadows, but I mean, it is what it is. So what I do, you're supposed to have a little wet thing. So just tap, tap, tap. And it'll hold, see, the dust will come to your thing, and then you're good. Because otherwise, you have to use fixative. I'm not going to use fixative. It does adhere pretty good. Very, very good. I'm really happy about it. Okay, so now we have to make this. So I'm going to go back with this sun yellow and just drawing these ripple, like the ripples. Because I think that we were still wet, and that's why I did it. That's why I did it in a slightly different color on purpose, so it'll show. Now I'm gonna, I don't really like that, but, so we're gonna try to take it off. We're going to what is this? Just gonna layer more so it almost comes off, but I don't think it wants to come off, you guys. Oh well. I do like it, I just don't like the way that this one melted. That's what I don't like, but I do like it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a, oh, what? might just put gouache on it. No, gouache on it. Yeah. Might just put. What do you guys think? I know the shadows are kind of weird, but they are shadows. So hmm, I do like it. Even this little hiccup thing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get well, I can't go get it because you guys are live. So I think this is pretty much it, you guys. Woo. So I think I might work on it a little bit more. And you're gonna see it on my Instagram when I'm for the finished product. But overall, I'm pretty happy. This is where the hiccup, but I'm gonna get it off. You'll see. I'm gonna get it off. But yeah, this is really really nice. The soft pastels blend really well. I really do like this paper, and I'm glad that I gave it a go. I got these sheets for like $2 and like 50 some cents. So yeah, like I said, I have not done soft pastels, and oh Lord, no, I have done soft pastels. I had not done still life in over 3 years, you guys. So not too bad, not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby. So like I said, thank you for tuning in. And if you're most of you are gonna be on the replay, no problem. But this is excellent. I really enjoy myself. And I'll see you guys on another video. Take care. Bye bye.